Good afternoon, fans of RooTube. We are now live here at Braden River Park, about to start a game versus the Wesley Chapel Storm, the Kangaroo Court American 11U team versus Wesley Chapel Storm 11U. The Kangaroo Court will be batting first, and Wesley Chapel Storm is just finishing up their warm-ups now. We should be live in just a minute or two. Great day for baseball. Sun's out, not cold at all. The only thing worth noting in terms of the elements is a very noticeable breeze that's blowing out, kind of towards center to right center. And in fact, the game before us, we saw, I'm going to say 5 or 6 home runs. So the ball was definitely carrying if you can get it up in the air. So yeah, chance to see some well-hit balls today, and hopefully the boys play. Haven't played in a little while. Send out our best wishes to Coach Rick. One of the rare occasions Coach Rick can't be here to watch the boys. He is at a very exciting conference, and he just had to be there. And he's keeping an eye on things there, keeping an ear on things. Then over the inside corner to make it 2-1. Ooh, Ricky got the barrel out nicely, but just about 2 feet foul into right field. Brings the count to 2-2. It'll be interesting to see how the pitcher attacks 2-2. Will he go right to off speed with the first batter, or will he kind of work fastball away? Off speed, Ricky hits a ground ball to short, up with it. Out at first. So hopefully the boys are starting to learn from that. Right away, the pitcher's not afraid to go to off speed, even in a 2-2 count, first batter. Pitcher's got to know we're a pretty decent hitting team. Wind blown out, fences are short. It's probably not a day just to lay fastballs over the middle of the plate. Back in the second hole, Reese Brush, coming off of a broken hand injury. Good to have Reese back in. Ball high. 1-0. A little late on the cut. Makes it 2-2 to Reese. And again, a chance for the boys in the dugout to learn, if they're watching, how does he attack 2-2. He was Reese is a little late on his swing, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes right back to a fastball, see if he can get it in on his hands. Dylan with a 1-0 count, man on second. Ooh, umpire wanted to take some time about it, and he decided on strike. 1-1. Looking for a ball up, something you can get up in the air. Ball down in the dirt, Reese gets the jump. Takes third on the wild pitch. 2-1 count to Dylan. Man on third. A lot of ways to score this run. But like I said, you're looking for a ball up today because the wind's going to push it. That ball was up, but way too far. 3-1. An extra little beat. You know, there's obviously some good 11U arms out here, but probably not a ton of them that you got to worry about them just gassing it right by you. So stay disciplined. Look for pitches you can drive. Dylan got another off speed, 3-2, swing and miss. That brings up Danilo, number 24, in the cleanup spot. Got to find a way to get this run in here in the first inning. That's an absolute P-Rod. That's an official type of definition in baseball, a P-rod, and Danilo just crushed it. Brought in that run. So with 2 outs, Danilo at first. That brings up. Okay, folks, we're back. Bottom of the first. Roos took the 1-0 lead in the top. Madden Geiger on the bump. I think Ethan is our catcher. Brady at first. Ricky at second. Reese at short. Connor at third. Looks like maybe, I can't tell who's in left. Samuel, maybe? Ball 1 on the batter. Samuel, I can't tell. Danilo in left. Thank you to our producer. Dylan in center and Landon in right. So 1-0 on the batter. Strike 1 called, fastball. Ball up. 2-1 on the batter. Well hit. Oppo, it's going to kind of 2-hop the fence there. No, it's not very easy to go extra bases on a short field, so batter holds at 1. Good swing. Puts a man on first with nobody out. Number 20 up to bat. Batting in the 2-hole. See if they are a running team or a bunting team. I don't know if we've ever played this team, so don't have a lot of history here. Check him with a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Another throw to first, runner back. Another throw. Got him slightly leaning there. Little lean, but he was back safely. It's good to hold the runner, but you also want to keep the tempo of the game going. Comes home with the first pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Madden comes set in the pitch. Right back at him. Could turn 2 with a good throw. He got 1. That was a mental error for sure that probably led to a little bit of physical error. the ball was hit right back at Madden. You have to know that you're going to turn and find your shortstop. Madden kind of looked at first and then realized everybody was yelling at him to go to second, and by the time he did that, he kind of clutched it and a little wide of the bag. So first and second, here's a bunt. Go to one, got the out. Batter, we got the go to throw it to second. Well, we had a weird play there. I'll try to recap it quickly. The batter bunted the ball very high in the air. Hold on a second. The umpires are talking about it. I just want to make sure before I explain it that I know what they're going to do. Okay, so we had a man on first and second. The ball was bunted high by the batter. Madden came off the mound to catch it, but it was tough. He had to kind of go to the ground as he was catching it. It looked like he caught it, but the umpire said it hit his glove and then came out. Some could argue that it came out as he was getting ready to throw it, but the umpire said it came out of his glove. The runner at second had kind of taken off for no reason, and so we threw it over to third and tagged him. So he was going to be out no matter what. The runner at first kind of just held it first because he thought Madden had caught it in the air. And so we then, after he said the ball was down, we threw it to second and got the force out at second. So both runners got cleared from the bases with 2 outs, and the kid that just bunted it up in the air is now on first with 2 outs. That brings up their cleanup hitter, number 13. Let's see if we can get a ground ball here. Ball way high, got past Ethan, and the runner advances to second. Tough to do when you're an 11-year-old, but this is a day you got to think, I'm going to bury the ball down at the batter's knees, because the ball, when it goes up, is going to probably stay up into the wind tunnel, and you're going to get into trouble. So, ball 2 away, I think. So trying to work on keeping the ball down in the zone. Foul ball, weakly up the first baseline. Should make the count 2-1. Get a ball on the ground here to get out of this with no runs. Good pitch there. Brought the fastball in on his hands. Batter wasn't looking there, and got the second strike. So 2-2. That might be out of here, because that was well hit, but it was foul. So well out of the park, but it ended up being 15 feet foul or so. Well hit to left. He airmailed, but we got him. Wow. Danilo, the man on second, the ball was sharply hit to left field. We set up for our normal cut, and Danilo went ahead and threw a one-hopper all the way to home on like for strike one right on home plate, and it was an easy tag for Ethan. Held onto the ball, got the runner. So at the end of 1-0 Roos. All right, top of the second. Same pitcher, I think, for the Storm, number 34. And Ethan Futch leading off the inning for us in the 6 hole, number 2. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Ball too high. So the diagnosis of this pitcher is he's willing to go off speed, and you're just going to have to look for a ball up that you can handle. Ball 3 down. So you're just looking for something, you know, kind of thigh high up to your letters that you can handle, and then turn it loose. 3-0. Ball 4 was not close, so it's always good to get the first runner on. We're going to courtesy run for Ethan, who was our catcher. So JP is going to be running. Jordan Fowle is going to run for Ethan with nobody out. And batting next is number 42, Nate Rodan. Throw over to JP, back safely. Back again to JP. JP stretching a decent-sized lead out there. It's about, let's call it 3.5 strides. I thought that was a balk. Yep, and the umpire got it. He never came set and rolled right through it. So that puts JP in scoring position with nobody out. The job of the batter here is to find a pitch you can move the runner to third. Ball way outside, gets by the catcher's backhand. So pretty quickly we get a runner to third with nobody out. I think the count's only 1-0. The pitcher threw a ball on that other pitch that they called balk, but I think it was a no pitch. So we'll call it 1-0 on Nate.
Oh my God.
Nate, who literally gets hit by a ball every single game in some form or fashion, just took one in the helmet. That poor kid. That poor kid takes it, and he took one in the helmet, but that's probably one of the better places to get it. So an inning is starting to brew. least we're starting to get the ingredients of a big inning. First and third with nobody out. And Brady Marshall coming up to bat, number 62. First and third, let's see if they have any first and third defensive calls. We'll see if we have an offensive call here with nobody out. It was kind of a delayed steal by Nate, but Nate did take second. Catcher never really looked at him. Kind of came up looking at third, but never really went. So second and third, nobody out. I think it was a strike on the pitch. So Brady with a chance to bring in a run here. Obviously, he just would like to pull the ball to the right side. He went the other way, kind of a flare down the left field line, and they're going to say it's foul. It was a close one. Home plate umpire had the call and said foul. So 0-2. Got to settle in and find a pitch you can drive, or at least pull. You want to hit it to the right field side of the infield outfield. Get this run in safely. Ball way down in the dirt. Moved his feet. Ball one. When you're 0-2 and he's throwing it at your feet, not a bad time to just kind of stay still and take a base. But when you're 10 or 11, it's easy to move your feet. So 1 and 2. Yep. That was a strike on the inside corner. And so I must have had the count wrong. So now it's 2-2. I apologize. 2-2 on the batter. Ball away, hit it to the shortstop. Okay. Good job by Brady getting the run in, hit a ground ball to the shortstop. That scored Jordan on the run. Nate probably made a risky type decision on deciding to go to third as the shortstop threw to first. But the first baseman wasn't able to throw accurately back across. So 1 out with the Brady forced at first, but we got the run in and Nate moved up to third. Landon up to bat with 1 out, man on third. Off speed, way down in the dirt. Landon got fooled, so he's down 0-1. Infield is back. Well, middles are back. Corners are about even with the bag. The ball was a little low. Pitcher probably wanted it. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, or a long fly ball. That ball's way down in the dirt. Nate can't go, but it does put Landon in a 2-1 count. So Landon here sitting on a pitch that he can drive, looking for something up. He's a tall glass of water. He probably wants the ball up. That ball was up, smashed at the shortstop. Little bobble, but he got him on the throw. But a good job bringing the run home. So 3-1 Ruse, 3-0, I'm sorry, 3-0 Ruse. Clears the bases with 2 outs and brings up maybe a slightly taller glass of water in Madden Geiger, number 52. Ball is up for ball 1. When it's up to Madden, it's pretty high up there. Swung and missed, kind of pulled out a little bit. See if he can kind of get himself connected again, settle back in. 1-1. Fastball in, it grazed him. Yep, the umpire heard it too. So Madden will take first on a hit by pitch. And that brings Ricky back up to the top. So we must be not batting everybody today. I didn't really take notice of the lineup, but we must be using some subs today. We're going to have someone come pinch run, courtesy run, pinch run I should say, courtesy run for Madden since he's the pitcher. So Samuel, number 19, will come run at first. 2 outs, 3-0 Roos, and top of the order, Ricky Stegbauer up to bat. Rick was close, I thought, the last at bat. Let's see if he can find a pitch he can handle. That was it, but he hit it just a little bit on the end. So kind of turned it over to the second baseman. Easy 4-3 put out. So at the end of 1.5, it's 3-0 Roos. Welcome back. We're here on the bottom of the second. Madden back out for a second inning of work on the bump. Fairly same, I'm going to call it the same defensive setup as the first inning. Lefty batter, can't see the number. Madden starts off, nice pitch, fouled back for strike 1. Batter's number 5, lefty number 5. Oh, 1 on the batter. Just outside, ball 1. Good spot, though. Good spot. Missed up, ball 2. Madden working out of the stretch. I think he's primarily a stretch pitcher. A lot of major leaguers are going to that now for consistency. Foul ball back for strike 2, so 2-2 on the batter. When a lot of us were growing up, it was believed that you had to throw out of the windup to throw harder, but I don't think that's the case. I've seen guys like Chapman and Fernando Rodney throw it well over 100 miles an hour straight out of the stretch. So, wow, we pulled the string on a changeup, and the batter wasn't looking for that. Swung and missed, strike 3. Good pitch, great pitch. So yeah, a lot of guys in the major leagues now are realizing they can throw just as hard out of the stretch. It's really just about creating kind of linear push off your back foot, which you can do out of the stretch. Number 10, batting here, righty. Good pitch, good swing. But right at Danilo. Kind of a in-between fly ball line drive. Well hit, but Danilo was right on it for out number 2. The moms are telling me that there's 2 down, which means there's only 1 to go. And that brings up another little lefty. Connor not giving him much line, or giving him the entire line, I should say. Strike 1 to the batter. Connor's playing in the 5-6 hole. He's created a new position for himself. Third stop. Batter, we have a lot of advanced scouting doing some defensive shift work for us. Madden buries a fastball at the knees like we wanted for strike 2. 0-2 way ahead. Good chance to practice the breaking ball. Good chance to practice it. Nope, we went fastball right at him. Got by Madden. Reese on the hop. Comes across. Bang, bang. The Reese with a strong throw. Gets the runner. a nice clean inning, and so it's 3-0 at the end of 2. Brings us to the top of the 3rd. Roos up 3-0. We're back to our 2-hole hitter. Reese Brush going to start things off. Last time up, Reese kind of hit a grounder up the middle. Shortstop stopped it, but not with enough time to get Reese with his speed, so he's 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch low and away for ball 1.
Had to come back later and say, no. Oh, good swing.
1-0, and he went to that. From our view, it looks like some sort of knuckle change or split change, something. But Reese was ahead, swung through it. 1-1. Went again. Reese with a nice bunt that just spins on the line, and it's fair. And Reese got nice bunt base hit. The catcher did the thing you don't want to do, which is pick it up and then just hope that the umpire calls it foul. You either kind of pick it up like you know it's foul, or you pick it up and chuck it to first and let the umpire call later. What you don't want to do is get stuck with the ball in your hand while the guy's running unencumbered down to first base. Nonetheless, puts Reese on first with some speed. Nobody out. Dylan up here on the 3 spot. First pitch looked like a good pitch to go at. Dylan couldn't pull the trigger, and he got the strike call. 0-1.
Let's go, Dylan.
Might have been trying to wait for, maybe he thought Reese was going to go and was just watching a pitch to let Reese go. Sometimes you got to think about the runner. Reese is going there. Dylan grounds it. Foul. Maybe I had a little hit and run. That looked like an off speed as well.
Dylan, you got it. 3, let's go,
I just get the feeling Dylan's not going to get challenged with a lot of fastballs here, especially now that he's down in the count. So as a batter, you got to adjust. Just stay up the middle with it. Some sort of off speed, but way up. A throw down to first by the catcher, but it was more of a show-me throw. Nothing doing. 1-2. You're still looking probably. You hate to look off speed, but you probably, if you're as fast as Dylan's hands, you can probably wait and just look for something like that. But he was a little out in front again. Grounded off his foot. Foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Reese was not running on that pitch. They might be just kind of. Sometimes as a runner, you don't want to keep running and distracting the batter. Dylan's your 3-hole hitter. You got to let him swing. Reese is going on that pitch. Ground ball to short. You're going to have no chance to get Reese since he was running on the pitch. But they did force Dylan at first. So with 1 out, Reese is now at second, and it brings up our cleanup hitter, Danilo. Danilo's first at bat hit a smoke shot into left field for a base hit. We'll see if the other team remembers and makes adjustments. Reese has to be watching for off-speed pitches in the dirt. He might have second baseman's on the bag. He's stuck way over there. If Danilo can go the other way, Big gap the right side. Strike one to Danilo, though, on an off-speed pitch. Another off-speed. Danilo tried to check, but he got fouled off there. So 0-2 quickly on Danilo. Dylan and Danilo, the D-boys, have, I don't think they've seen a fastball between the two of them. Another changeup way down, but Danilo went down and golfed it. That was a tremendous piece of hitting. Tremendous piece of hitting. And the left fielder's throw was errant, which allows Reese to come in to score the run. And Danilo moves up to second on the throw. So again, a changeup way down, but Danilo actually stayed back and just fired it right through the 5-6 hole. Reese was going to originally hold up on the hit, but the left fielder threw it past the catcher, which allowed Reese to score and Danilo to move up. So Connor now up with Danilo on second and 1 out. That ball was low and away, a little changeup away. Connor held back. I've told Connor to look for a ball up and absolutely crush it. Let's see if he can do it. That ball's way down in the dirt, gets by the catcher, which moves Danilo up to third. So Connor in a 2-0 count, 1 out. Danilo on third. Good spot to bring in a run. You got to stay disciplined. Look for a pitch that you can hit really hard. He got one. It was a little down. He probably wishes it were a little higher, but he went after it, fouled it off, 2-1. Just looking for something. Let that barrel do the work. Ball's way up and out. 3-1.
Let's go 8-4. Get angry, Connor.
I think everybody's hoping that we can catch a barrel here. The ball seems like it could go if any of the big boys start to hit. Chased down again. I don't know if that was a strike or not, but he chased a little bit. Got him to 3-2. Foul ball. Brings it 3-2. Tell me.
Connor, anything close, bud. Let's go 8-4.
3-2. Be interesting to see what the pitcher goes to here. Fastball, and Connor wasn't ready. Strike 3 swinging. Connor was guessing curveball or off speed, and he wasn't ready. So Connor fails to get the run in, so 2 outs, Ethan up. Ball low and away. Ball 1.
Let's go 2.
Cut on a cutting fastball. Makes the count 1-1. He got jammed, and it may fall in, and it does. Ethan got hit off a little bit off the handle, but it falls in before the left fielder can come and charge it. So that brings in the run, Danilo, which I believe makes it 5-0. We're going to run for Ethan since he's the catcher. So JP out to run for Ethan, I think. 2 outs. That brings up Nate. Ball way out, catcher snap throw to first. Jordan back in time. That was ball or strike on the batter. It was kind of an interesting break by JP. I don't know if it was meant to be a delay, but it worked out that way, and he stole second. So man on second, 2 outs, 1-1 on Nate. And Nate literally just got hit in the middle of the back. That kid gets hit every time. That poor kid. That one sounded like it hurt. He's going to need a minute. Coach just checked on him real quick. Seems to be okay. He's walking it off a little bit to first. The Storm coach coming out might be having a word with his pitcher. Okay, so coach had a quick word with the pitcher. No change yet. So, but we do have men on first and second, 2 outs, and Brady Marshall up to bat. Ball way down. Ball way down, and JP saw it and advanced to third. I don't think Nate got quite the same read, so he held it first. Not yet. Ball high, the catcher throws down to third, but off the base, so JP gets back fairly easily. So I think 2-0 now to Brady. Good hitting count here. Swing and a foul ball makes it 2-1 on Brady. The bats really haven't woken up yet for us, other than Danilo had a couple pokes. Reese and Nate have found guys are finding a way on, but we haven't really stroked it. Brady with a hard hit ball, but right at the second baseman, 4-3 out for the putout. That ends the inning. So I think it's 5-0, if I'm tracking it. So at the end of the top of the third, it's 5-0. Back with the bottom of the third. See a few defensive changes here for the Roos, most notably Ricky Stegbauer now coming in to pitch. So nice work by Madden Geiger. Ricky's coming in, number 35. That brings Danilo in from left to play second base. Nate shook off a couple hit by pitches to come out and man right field. And that brings Landon from right over to left. So Landon in left. First pitch fastball for strike one. Rest of the infield is the same. Brady at first, Reese at short, Connor at third, Ethan still catching, Dylan still in center. Ball's up, maybe a chance. Brady moving back. Nice job by Brady. Opened up his hips nicely, didn't just kind of backpedal, he actually turned and kind of got posted. So pop up for the first out. Brings up number 27 to bat. First pitch fastball again, strike one. Just a little low. Good spot, 1-1. Ball hit weakly to second. Danilo on the run, picks up, scoops, throws to Brady. Easy force out. So just like that, we're 2 outs. That brings up number 2 for the Storm. Connor, too deep. Just missed with the fastball, ball 1. On the batter. Ball high, 2-0. If I remember correctly, this might be the last batter of their in their lineup, so it'd be good to go right after him. And he comes right there with a strike. 2-1. Nice pitch, well hit though. Got just by Dylan. He tried to make a nice play, but again, short field, short fences, good arms. Batter runner can't advance to second. So with 2 outs, we have a runner on first, and I don't have their lineup, but I'm going to guess that this is their leadoff hitter. Bunt. Ricky's going to have to come in quickly on a lefty. Throws to first, but he beat it out.
Good try, Ricky.
So nice bunt. Beat it out. That brings first and second. First and second with 2 outs, and number 20 now batting. Tried a little set play there on the pick to second, didn't get him. 2 outs, first and second. Swung and hit slowly to Reese. Comes up, sets his feet. Good throw to get the runner at first. So at the end of 3 complete, it is Ruse 5, Storm 0. Okay, top of the fourth. Top of the fourth. New pitcher in for the Storm. Landon up the bat. I'll get you the pitcher's number here in a minute. Ball way high. And the pitcher is number 8, who I think is their leadoff hitter. So a lefty hitter, righty pitcher. Strike at the knees, nice pitch. He's got a nice, looks like a nice arm there. So a little more velo maybe than the last batter. But he missed well up there. So we'll go to 2-1 on Landon.
Let's go, Landon.
Went off speed. Landon chopped it through the 5-6 hole and gets on as our leadoff hitter. Ball's way up, kind of floating, but Landon identified it and kind of got on top of it a little bit, but found the ball had eyes, found its way out to the left fielder. Always good to get the leadoff man aboard. Brings up Madden Geiger.
Get angry, Madden. Come on, baby.
Kind of a quicker move to first. And Landon didn't really look like he was ready to dive head first, so he kind of got caught spinning his feet a bit. There, he went to home. Madden popped up, but I think it's out of play. Yes, almost got the dude, the cutest dog around. But dude is safe. I'm happy to report. The count goes 0-1 on Madden.
Let's go, 5-2, let's go.
Another throw over to Landon. Pitcher goes home, ball high. It was almost a pitch out, I think, but it wasn't the easiest ball to handle, and Landon was able to take second. So I think we got 1-1 now on Madden with nobody out, and Landon in scoring position at second. Pitcher's shown a move, though, so you can't get too far off second in case he's got a spin move there. Comes home with it. Way up, but Madden got fooled and went after it. That makes count 1-2 on Madden. It's tough. You're looking for a ball up that you can drive up in the air, but that ball was probably at his shoulders, and it's hard to get on top of that. Spin move to second. And Landon came in walking, and he was tagged out. Spin move to second. Landon's got a dive. Didn't do it that time. So we clear the runner with 1 out, 1-2 on Madden. Strike 3 call. Locked him up there on the outside corner. So 2 outs, nobody on. Brings us back to the top with Ricky Stegbauer. Now pitching, but hitting here in the leadoff. Off speed away for ball 1. Ball up. Ball 2. Good count. Ball way up, 3-0. Not a big fan of take signs, but might be nice to get an inning started. Maybe give him 1 pitch to look at. Looked like he had the take. He looked like he was watching the whole way, but it was a strike. 3-1. Now you're sitting on a pitch that you can drive. 3-1. Ball way up. Ball 4. Good at bat. Got another runner on. Brings up Reese Brush. 2 for 2.
Let's go, Reese.
Kind of let his legs do the work today with a grounder that the shortstop kind of snared down, and then a nice bunt that the catcher kind of got caught in between on. So with Ricky on first with 2 outs. Throw over to first, Ricky back in time. Pitcher's got good feet though, showing a good move. You got to be conscientious of it. I still think Ricky's fast enough to steal a base if he just makes sure he's committed home. He commits home, throws a ball to the outside corner. Reese taken. Strike 1. Ricky did not go there. Maybe just trying to figure out the move, figure out what it looks like. It was a little bit of a slide step. Went home. Ricky with a real late jump. Real late jump. I'm not sure what was going on there, but the catcher threw down to second and we got him. So that clears the inning. I'm not sure if it was a delay. I feel like we're getting either bad jumps or we're putting on a lot of delayed steals because it just hasn't looked clean when we've decided to go. But that ends the inning. And so at the top, in the middle of the 4th, it's still 5-0. Nice pitch. Ball hit up in the air. Danilo looks like he's got a beat on it. Easy out for number 1. Brady did a good job getting leadoff batter. At this age, that's usually the best advice you can give your pitcher is go get the leadoff guy. Probably the best advice at any level. Go get the leadoff guy. But that brings up number 13, I think the cleanup hitter. Big guy, big fella. Pulled one foul for a home run, but it was foul. Let's see how the battery attacks him here. Fastball low, ball 1. Connor playing kind of on the edge of the grass in the clay. Danilo's probably 5 strides off the fence in left, so they're clearly kind of backed up, playing for a harder hit ball. I like the spot. Brady's definitely trying to keep it down, but it was a little low. So 2-0. The idea here is don't give in. If you're committed to pitching low to him, stay low. Don't give in and just chuck one over the plate. That ball was up, but he actually got it in on his hands, so it did its job. Batter was probably looking to extend, and we kind of got it in on his fist. So 2-1, good spot. Looks like one of the few kids that can probably turn it around, so you got to pitch him a little carefully. That ball was up, too high, and Danilo saw it go fair, but it stayed. It was fair, but it must have been like right at the base of the fence. I kind of got blocked off, so I couldn't see it. But it was a fair ball right at the base of the fence. The batter couldn't go anywhere other than first, so we have a man on first with 1 out. Yeah, that ball was up. That was the one we were talking about. You don't want to leave it up. Kind of middle up, up and middle in, that ball can be turned on. Double play chance, but we got to be sure of 1. Batter's got pretty much no lead. Comes home, ball high. Batter with not a big lead, so you'd like to think on a ground ball you're going to have plenty of time to get the lead out and then try to get the back end if it's there. A throw over to first for God knows what reason. He was literally not outside of his own shadow there at first. Brady comes home, nice pitch. Softly hit to third, no play at second. Connor goes wisely across to first, gets the play there. Which leads us 2 outs and a man on second. Yeah, that ball was in on the hitter's hand. Kind of did like one of those like soft spinners, like that it went out towards third. Really had no chance to get the lead runner with his lead, and he was kind of breaking on the hit. So Connor wisely chose to go first, got the out there. So with 2 outs, man on second, number 10 up to bat. We got a pick going to second. Well executed, but the runner doesn't have big lead, so you have a small window to hope that he's leaning on his outside foot. Good pitch. Hit to Connor. And the big fella on second decided to run right at Connor, which made Connor's decision easy. He didn't even have to risk a throw. He just tagged him gently on the shoulder, and that ended the inning. So at the end of 4, it is 5-0 Roos. Let's hope we can get the bats going. Okay, we're back. Top of 5, 5-0 Roos. Reese still up to bat as Ricky got thrown out to end the last inning. So Reese holds his position at bat. Number 8 still pitching. Number 8 versus number 8 here. Ocho v. Ocho. But it was a ball 1 outside. Change up down. Reese was a little ahead of it. A lot of barrel, but about 5 feet foul. Reese looking very comfortable, I'd say. He had to miss some time with the broken finger. Pitcher comes with another changeup. Reese way out in front, but right back at the pitcher, so it's just a step and throw to retire Reese for the first out of the inning. Changeup, changeup, changeup. They don't seem to be challenging too much. Brings up Dylan Knight. Ball 1. Well, as athletic as Dylan is and as good of a hitter, you figure it's just a matter of time before his computer kind of triangulates on what the pitcher's trying to do to him. He's going to hit the ball hard at some point. Ball 2. Another changeup. They're not really going after him, which frankly might not be the worst idea when you've got nobody on and 1 out. But you can see Dylan trying to figure out what they're doing. Ball away. Fastball, but it wasn't anywhere even near the zone, so that puts him in a 3-0 count. I'm giving Dylan the green light if it's right in his breadbasket. Dylan swinging a miss. Ooh, Dylan chased there. I think that was ball 4, but that makes it 3-2. Still working. He's still working. Pitcher working quick, coming here now. Ball way out. So Dylan takes his base.
Good job, Dylan.
who brings up the one kid that's really been on time and putting a barrel to it, Danilo, number 24. Just a strong kid, Danilo. Hits the ball hard. Plays a lot of positions. Does a lot of good things. Kind of guy you want on your team. So with one out, Dylan at first. Throw over, not in time. Wow, that looked like a balk. They didn't call a balk, but they called it a strike. That ball is out. He just hit a home run. You can't miss up to Danilo. And Danilo hits home run to center field. Danilo was not happy about getting quick pitched on the last pitch. And so he showed a little Venezuela power and hit it. I'm gonna call it 230 to center, 235. Wasn't as far as we've seen everybody hit it, but it was also well struck. So that makes it 7-0. If I have the 7-0. Danilo's seeing the ball very well, so he's hitting it. 7-0, one out. That brings up Connor Bly, number 84. No, I don't want to bike.
Relax.
Ball one. Is it a ball? Ball one. Ball one. Strike one on the outside corner. Probably don't want to go after it if you're not ready. Oh, man, quick pitch again. Foul ball.
You ready? Ready soon?
Let's go, A4. Big hit. Fuerza, fuerza.
1-2 on the batter. Ball low, 2-2.
Let's go, 8-4.
Vamos, cielo.
Ball three, way up. Way up.
Let's go, fuerza, fuerza. Fuerza is power.
Went change up on 3-2. Connor hit it sharply at short, but the shortstop stayed low, made the throw across for second out. Second out of the inning.
Vamos, Super E.
Ethan Futch up to bat. Ball one, high and away, it looks like. Oh, that was a strike. I'm sorry. Looked up and away, but they called it a strike. Change up. Ethan got fisted again, but shortstop, center fielder was there. So that's the third out at the end of 4.5. It's 7-0 Roos. All right, bottom of the fifth. We've a few more changes again. We're going to now have Danilo take his turn on the rubber. JP at first. Rest of the infield looks the same. Ball one low. Samuel still catching. Might have now Ethan in left. Dylan still in center. Nate in right. 1-0 on the batter. Strike one called. 1-1. Delayed call, but we got it. Strike two. Makes it 1-2 on the batter. And strike three on the off speed away. Danilo comes and gets the first guy. So one down, brings up number 15 to bat. Fastball, swing and a miss. 0-1. Ball low. Ball low goes 1-1 on the batter. Ball up. Nope. Not up. It was right where he wanted it. Strike two. So 1-2 on the batter. See if Danilo just keeps attacking. Fastball too far out. Makes it 2-2. Ball hit up in the air. Someone's got to call it. Foul ball. Wow, he dodged a bullet there. Or a dart. I don't know if you'd call it a bullet when you're winning 7-0. Ball was straight up in the air. Samuel never really identified where it was, but it luckily hit right in front of home plate and spun foul. So count stays 2-2 on the batter. Never want to give the batter an extra pitch. Foul ball that no one's going to get to there. Well out. Count stays 2-2. Changeup pops him up again, but Danilo's going to call it all the way this time. Great pitch. Really nice pitch. Got him out on the front foot. Easy pop up, right in the pitcher's area. So that gives us 2 outs. Nobody on. We've got batter number 27. Ball hit up in the air. Ricky seems to have it. Easy pop up. Good inning by Danny. That ends the inning quickly. So we are going to go to the 6th inning. No, we're going to the 6th. It's only 7-0. So we will go to the 6th inning. And it is still 7-0. So at this point, let's get some bats going and then hold them and close this game out. Top of the sixth, still number 8 pitching, and Nate Roldan now batting. Let's hope he can. Look at that. Nate finally got a pitch he could hit, and he hit it out of the park. That's a great story for a Saturday afternoon. The kid's been getting plunked every time up to bat lately, but he's not nervous. He's not dodging out of the way. He's ready to swing at the very first pitch the pitcher throws him. Gets it up into the wind tunnel, out of the park for a home run. Great job, Nate Roldan. Kid shows a lot of heart. That brings up Brady Marshall, number 62. Brady with a nice rip. Hit it on the button. That's what you want to start to see, is a few balls hit a little more squarely outside of Danilo. So we put 2 in a row together with Nate and Brady. But we haven't seen a lot of barrels yet today. Brings up Samuel, number 19. This big, strong fella. Throw over to first.
Let's go, Samuel. Sácasela, papá.
Here's the pitch. Foul tip. 0-1. 0-1 on the batter. Pitcher comes set. Comes home. Down low. Good block by the catcher. Keeps Brady at first. But we got 1-1 on now on the batter.
Let's go, 19. Fuerza, fuerza.
Brady taking about a 3.5 stride lead. Pitcher comes set. Goes home. Way outside. That'll let Brady easily move down to second base.
Fuerza, fuerza.
So we've got a guy in scoring position with no one out. 2-1 on the batter. Good opportunity for Samuel to find a pitch he can get loose on. Spin move to second. Brady back easily.
Pégale duro, papá, pégale duro, vamos.
Fuerza, fuerza,
Pitcher set. Holding. Comes home. Way down. Gets by the catcher. I'd like to see the catcher maybe slide out on that, but it was kind of handcuffed him a bit. That allowed Brady move down to third with nobody out. The Storm coach calls time to come maybe settle things down with the pitcher a little bit.
No, this is not for you.
So after a quick talk with the pitcher, I think I've got 3-1 on Samuel with a man on third, nobody out. Got to find a way to bring this run in. Be a productive at bat. Pitch is way up and out, which allows Samuel to go to first on the walk. And Samuel was batting for Landon, by the way. And that brings up JP Foul now batting for Madden Geiger's spot. Man on first and third, nobody out. Pitcher comes home. Samuel's running. JP hits it right in the hole. Well, JP was ready to swing. Hadn't gotten up there yet. Said, let me get my hack in. Hits a nice one-hopper through the, call it the 3-4 hole. Got to the right fielder so quickly that Samuel really couldn't move up any farther than second. But we got a man on first and second, nobody out. And that brings Ricky back up to the plate for the 4th time at the top of the order. That ball was called a strike, even though I'm going to say it crossed the kangaroo emblem on his helmet. So umpire might be trying to move things along because that ball was about a foot high. So 0-1 to Ricky. Here's the pitch. Ricky with a nice shot, but right at the second baseman. Samuel kind of got started early, but I don't know if you got much of a chance there when it's hit right at the second baseman. So Samuel got doubled off. Tough spot. Ricky hit it right at the second baseman. So now they clear a guy off, get a couple outs. Man on first, 2 outs, and Reese back up.
Let's go, Bruce.
That ball was a 22-mile-an-hour change-up that happened to get Reese right in the back of the leg, I think. So not the worst pitch to get hit with. So 1 and 2, man on first and second. With 2 outs, and Dylan Knight still waiting to kind of get off like we know he can. Spin move to second. JP back easily. This breeze is really blowing. If Dylan hits the ball up in the air, good things are going to happen, I think. Pitch comes home way low. Catcher blocks, but our runners see the ball skip away. Wisely move up to second and third into scoring position. Dylan with a chance to really break this game wide open. If it's kind of teetering on that point now anyway. That ball's way up. Way up. With Danilo, number 24, just lurking like a great white shark on deck. The one kid you probably don't want up to bat with bases loaded. That ball's up 3-0. And Danilo, I think, just put a bib on because he's that hungry to get up with the bases loaded. That ball's way down. Ball 4. And Danilo's got a chance to get himself to Denny's for the Grand Slam breakfast. This might be moons over Miami. Dylan with the bases loaded. Oh, and he got nubbed. He got nubbed, but it snuck through. Sometimes when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. That was hit almost off the end cap of the bat, but it got through for a hit. Brings in a run. 4 for 4 on the day. Danilo. Brings up Connor. I think Connor's due. Dylan's due. We got some guys that are due. We just gotta find a pitch that we can put the barrel to. That ball's way up. We're throwing behind the runner. He's safe back. I don't know where Dylan's going. I'm not sure where Danny's going when we got bases loaded. Can't really go anywhere with the bases loaded until the guy in front of you goes. Ball 1. Ooh. Looked a little low, but the umpire probably opening up the zone late. So it was a strike, 1-1. That ball's down. I'm going to give the umpire a minute now after every pitch because you just don't know. But it's 2-1. Connor needs to just stay in his legs, find a pitch that he can drive here. There it went. Well, we knew Danilo or Connor, someone was going to get that grand slam. Mom excited, so Connor got it. Just an absolute line drive bullet. Didn't really need the wind on that one. And probably went from being a little upset with himself today to turning it around with a grand slam. Team comes out to congratulate him. So we're seeing some signs in the 6th inning of what we wanted, which is finding a way to put some more barrels on balls. Pitcher's got to shake that off. The first baseman's still walking back with his back turned. Hopefully he doesn't get hit in the head. Ball 1 to Ethan, kind of up around his head. Hopefully there was no intention there. Ball 2 way high. Ethan trying to keep things going here. He's got a beautiful bat. Great looking bat. A little disconnected there, so he went 2-1. Kind of got fooled. Look at that bat, though. I'm going to ask my wife what she thinks of that bat. Look at this gold and blue. It looks shiny. It's a good bat to hit with, I bet. That ball's up and away. Ball 3. We are looking like a bunch of minions out here today. We have the minion outfit on. ball down, but Ethan was chasing early. That's only strike 2, I thought, but maybe I missed a pitch. I must have missed a pitch, sorry. Oh, okay, he called the other one before a strike. That was not a strike, but Ethan got the call. So that ended the inning, and if I'm looking at we have one kind of scorekeeper doing the tally, and I think we've got 14-0. 14-0. So I think the game is looking good. At this point, you're probably most concerned with keeping the runs down because there are some bad bracket time plays for tomorrow. There's some big gaps out there that you're trying to avoid if possible. But we're looking good, and we're going to come here to the bottom 6 in just a minute. Okay, bottom 6, Ruse up. They kind of opened it up for good that last inning. That makes it 14-0. We got Nate Roldan coming off a home run, going to come into pitch. The infield looks largely the same. Samuel's still catching, I think. Woo! I think Nate just collectively turned everybody's head in with that first fastball. No one had a gun on it, but that was a lot harder than I've ever seen Nate throw a ball. So he's feeling good after the home run. Strike 1. Hey, he's got a little upset after getting hit a couple times. He's throwing. Nate is throwing pretty firm. I know he's been working with a guy out at the ranch, I think, in Plant City, and they work to get the most out of everybody's mechanics. And Nate's certainly a big, strong kid, so good stuff. Oh, kind of squeezed it. Might have been throwing his split change there. Not a bad spot to be 1-2. I think we're at the bottom of their order, though this young fella hit a ball nicely to center field last time up. Nice fastball in on his hands, pushing pushing Dylan back to. Pushed Dylan back to towards the fence, but had room to get under it. First out. That brings them back to their top of their order with 1 down.
Doing great, Nate.
Doing great, Nate. Nate comes set. Here's the delivery. Nice fastball. Umpire called it a ball. I've seen it called a strike. In fact, I just saw it called a strike last inning. But when you're down 14 runs, maybe you get the benefit of the doubt. 1-0 on the batter. Nice pitch.
Good job, Nate.
And we get the call there.
7 minutes later.
So it's 1-1. On the batter. Nate comes set. Nice pitch on the corner. Nice pitch on the corner. Gets it to 1-2. He's kind of working that outside edge. Let's see if the batter adjusts. He did go off that bat of the day. Hit a nice one into left center. Oh, and Nate came with straight gas. Swing and a miss. The batter actually let go of the bat by accident and almost almost brained out his on-deck batter, but luckily no collision there. But Nate is chucking it, and he's got 2 outs.
Great work, 4-2.
Brings up number 20. Ruse hunting for the last out of the day. No! And Nate maybe sending a return message going up and in, letting everybody know that he's here. I'm just teasing, of course. Nate would never, he's the sweetest kid in the world, probably wouldn't hurt a butterfly. But a good pitch there to get back to 1-1. Ruse looking for one more out. Want to take this win and put it right in their little belly pouch. Save it for later. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. Just inside. Made the batter move his feet a little bit. Didn't get the call, but it was a good pitch.
Let's go, 4-2.
2-1. I think the next game is going to get interesting as the sun starts to set, maybe right in the hitter's eyes. Ball was up, high velocity, hard to lay off at any age, especially the young ones. Can't get the barrel to it, so that makes it 2-2.
One more, Nate. One more, baby.
Connor walks in on the grass for a second to tell Nate something, just a word of encouragement. Everybody gets set back up, 2-2. Just reach back and fire one, Nate. Oh, he went change up, left it up. They were thinking something different. So that's 3-2 on the batter. Don't want to mess around too much. Got a big lead, 2 outs. Let's feed it. Feed fastballs right down the middle of Samuel. See what we can do. Good. He kind of hung one a little bit, but Brady. It's hard for me to see how much room he had before the fence, but he got it for the 3rd out, and that's the end of the game. So the Rays win this one 14-0. It was kind of the Rays, my other team, the Rays, the Ruse. The Ruse won this 14-0. It took a little while to get started with the bats, but we opened it up a little bit in the 6th. Thanks to Mr. Dalmau for all his technology and production. We'll sign off, and we'll see you in another game here in a little bit. Bye.